But Bayonetta was going to be in Smash. I knew that was going to happen. I've been pretty much right in terms of some of my predictions. Chrom edition not in the game kind of threw me off a little bit. I mean, he's in the game. He could be. He might as well be a character. Like, he has a full render and everything. But
yeah, why not just make him like the Lucina alternate character form something?
I would like that. I mean, same sword and everything. My assumption is that Sora will be in Smash for the NX. I'm willing. Anybody in the chat, if you guys are willing to put money, I'm willing to bet you $50 that Sora will be in Smash.
I'd almost bet $50 that another Fire Emblem character is going to be.
Dark Marth. Dark Marth.
Oh, no.
Dark Marth. Oh, no. Heavier than regular Marth, but not quite Ike, though. Sword's even longer, though. Wow, that actually sounds really scary. Heavier Marth with a longer sword. I didn't even think of, like,
I saw some mod where they made Marth in Melee. The sword was literally the length of Final Destination.
Oh, my God.
It was,
That's basically what it feels like, though, when you get hit. Like,
it was good.
In terms of, like, other characters, though, that I'm, like, guessing for Smash, I mean, Wolf. I'm going to guess Wolf. Because of just because of the new Star Fox. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how much of a.
I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I love it. I know people will say like, oh, motion controls and all that, but when I played Star Fox 64, and I also played Star Fox Assault, and I liked Assault. I didn't think it was that bad. But whenever I played N64, I always went to cockpit view. I loved feeling like I was in the cockpit. Like, I will buy an Oculus Rift when I can, and get the mod day one for Star Fox 64.
Right.
And that's why I like the new Star Fox game, because you're constantly in a cockpit the whole time.
That's what it feels like.
And even if that was an option, I would probably prefer that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And you know what? Even as you say that, I'm actually one of those dudes that appreciates the innovation behind Nintendo. Like, I get it. Everybody's like, Nintendo needs to cater more to, like, regular games. They need more regular controllers. Like, the Pro controller should have came with the Wii U and not the gamepad. But you know what, though? Innovation, it requires failure. It requires mishaps. But if it goes right, though, like the Wii did, you're in good shape. And I like the idea of the most. Like, I like the idea of the motion controls. I like the idea of how Pokken Tournament has the arcade-style feel. I like all of that. But at the end of the day, that's what keeps you apart. Like, there's never, ever going to be a thing where, like, man, I'm comparing PlayStation to Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's always going to be in a league of its own. They have their own games. They have just their own everything.
And it's funny because people are like, oh, they're losing so much money. And someone did the math and was like, they need to lose $500 billion a year for the next century to go bankrupt. Like, they might as well just do whatever they want. Like, let's look at the innovation of Nintendo. The NES brought back video games from death, literally.
Arcade basically killed it.
Then you have the Game Boy.
Yes. Oh, God.
You were the first to do not the first to do 3D rendered graphics, but or like the 3D polygons.
Yes.
But you were the best to do it. The first to do Rumble Pack.
Yes.
The first to do the analog stick on the joystick. And all of their first party stuff. And you can say what you want about the Wii, but at the time, you couldn't find a Wii.
No, you couldn't. Bro, when that came out, my dad had to, like, back order that. And I only wanted it for Smash.
There were websites dedicated to following trucks.
Yes.
With systems supposedly in the trucks. And it was like, okay, it's going to arrive at Target on this day. Doors open at, like, 2 a.m.
Yes. No, I definitely agree. Wow, when you put it like that, it's also a generation thing, too. Like, it's funny that you bring up the Game Boy because the Game Boy actually brought back some games that the NES had at the time that like other systems didn't. So, like, for instance, like with, I don't know if anybody like follows shoes or like anything like that, but like Jordan brand does that too. Like they'll go, they'll just re-retro a bunch of Jordans every so many like years because certain kids like myself, let's say some Jordans came out when I was 12, then they'll release them again in like 5 years when I'm able to work. Like just like they'll do like business stuff like that. So, I'm, 12, in 5 years, I'm 17. Now I'm legally able to work. I can buy like they do it amongst the generations. They'll re-release games as you're getting older.
And it's smart. I mean, we grew up as kids. Like, look at the original Pokemon. When we were kids, that came out.
98.
And they were like, let's just re-release the same game for the 3DS.
Yep.
So, like, they got millions from it.
Yeah.
But another innovation I forgot about was 3D without glasses. That was
God.
Nintendo.
God, yeah, they did that first years ago, and it flopped, but it did it first.
But now the new 3DS, I've heard it like fixes the problems. Like
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
the original 3DS, so I have to keep it stationary, and I really like it. But now they upgraded it to where you can move your head and it like tracks you.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? Unpopular opinion coming right now. I'm one of those rare dudes that actually thinks that the 3DS Smash is more pivotal than the system version. I follow Smash for a long time, and one thing that people have always wondered about is, can Smash be done on the handheld? We've done Mario Kart on the handheld. We've put Pokemon on the console, but can we put Smash on the handheld and make it work? And I don't know. Smash on the go just sounds so like, to me, it sounds so like new age. It sounds like just on the go. It sounds like Instagram. It sounds like Twitter, you know? Like,
Yeah.
even like, look at the Game Boy. Japan had games for the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color that America did not have. They had games, like we had like the Virtual Boy, and then we also had like, things for the Game Boy that like took your picture.
Right.
But they had stuff
that's
that,
right, that's
they
right.
had stuff that could like check bone density. Like their ideas for handhelds were so far advanced back in the day that it rivals, you know, the PSP. It rivals just everything, like what they wanted to do with some of their handheld devices.
True. And we were talking about so much good innovation. Why did you have to bring up the Virtual Boy?
I know. I'm sorry. Like I mean, I don't know. Nintendo, they've tried a lot of things and they failed, but I don't know. Their staying power though, it's unmatched. Nintendo started out as a
Trading card.
Trading card. They also made like furniture. They did all sorts of stuff before video
And
games.
they were one of the main owners of the Seattle Mariners.
Boom. Just so much that they tried.
What do we want to do? Oh, let's buy out a baseball team.
Yeah.
Wait, in America? Yeah, sure, why not?
Might as well. So yeah, Smash though has definitely come a very long way. I'm really glad to be a part of this community. I'm actually glad to be a part of the game. But I'm just I'm really interested to see how it goes in the future. The NX has me. I mean, we did some things. We went like console and handheld 2014, 2013, 14, 15, but I'm really interested to see how the NX is going to fare.
Speaking of the future, let's talk about the future of LTL. You guys are bringing crazy names to Nexus coming up. And I'm super excited because I'm actually housing some Michigan players.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Someone, I don't want to say names just in case, like, safety reason, whatever. But I've got like 5 people coming over.
Okay.
I'm trying to get Rin come over because I gave him a shout out on Facebook. I was like, yo, that link. I saw those replays.
Yeah.
But on top of that, the stream has gone from we were in someone's apartment with handheld one microphone, got to share it.
Yeah.
Then to 2 microphones. Someone got a headset that you played rock, paper, scissors for.
Right.
To some really decent headsets. I know it's not our backdrop, but I like the backdrop that we got right now.
Yeah, I mean,
rather than a window.
Mario's cool.
I feel like a podcast would be so great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we definitely have a lot of ideas, that we're ready to implement with like LTL, and I feel like, when we first came into the community, like that was probably one of the things that we really wanted to like do, was like prove our staying power and just prove like we can turn this into like a legitimate. Like we wanted to be like. We didn't want to be like anybody, but we wanted to be like that solidified, like, you think of Chicago, here's events to compete. You think of Michigan, like they have their thing. They have the people that do Rebirth and that do the big house out there. You think of Kansas, like we wanted to be like that, like go to like major events, monthlies, like, because we have a big team, it's us. Oh, you're dead, bro. Us, we have obviously Nev, we have 2 players, we got Oscar, Brad, Rhino. Myself, Alex, of course. So we just always wanted to make sure that we could come together and just give Nebraska Smash something that it was missing. So
and it could just be a place where, if you look at a map, Nebraska's kind of the hub for a bunch of surrounding states to come visit. Like I went to South Dakota with some people last week. This is a money match. I was wondering if this was a money match. I bet that thing's been up there the whole time.
Right.
We should have been commentating on it. They're going to look back at this and just hit the mute button and just be like, I'm
not commentating Diddy Ditto. This is dumb.
I hate Diddy's. Why do I have to look at 2?
Yeah.
I was trying. Oh, yeah. So, but we went to South Dakota. That was just so much fun. They were fun players to talk with and hang out. People would argue that, like, oh, well, South Dakota doesn't have any, like serious competitive players. They got a couple good ones.
Yeah.
but I want to go back again because I just had so much fun hanging out with Wings, Crows, Whiteface Gamer. I think someone's name was Trot or Trent.
Trent. Trot? That's right, Trot.
Maybe Crow's name was Trent, and or Wings. I don't know. But there were many players. And it was interesting because QED was telling me like, yeah, they heard about you, LinkedIn, and they want to play with you. And I was like, what? I'm like, a nobody. I don't know.
No,
I'm
man.
so intimidated.
No, people actually. Okay, so one thing about LTL is like we have a lot of online notoriety. So like when we tweet out the stream, like we might not get like 12 billion retweets or favorites, but like people actually tune in and watch. And it wasn't until like we went to Dismantle 2 that we really realized like, you know, they recognize names. They might not be able to put faces with names, but they at least know names and they know characters. So, and not even just like number 1 and number 2, like they know like a good chunk of the PR. So, like how we know Ren. Ren's obviously not on the PR, but like I reached out to Ren a while back and we played Link Dittos and we went even. Like we played 10 games. He won 5. I won 5. So he's damn good. And I borrowed Jab to up B from him. Like that's where I got that from.
Nice.
So, but yeah, man. So we online notoriety was probably something that we strive to do, and especially like in reaching out to certain people, like how we got the buzz and Fatality, and just, you know, I talk to a lot of top casters as well too. Like every so often, like I'll talk to like EE on Twitter, like D1. You know, he might tweet back every so often. I know both the DCs. Like I talk to quite a few people, so I definitely want us, you know, to be, you know, at a better level than what we're at. We're strong, like especially just as like commentators and casters. We've casted. I mean, what? We've done here, Iowa. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would have did South Dakota if they would have had a stream. Like, we've taken it on the road, and that actually goes a long way. Like, telling people that you've casted out of state, like that lets people know, like, wow, this is a thing. He's serious. He's serious, and I mean, I'm trying to open the doors for, you know, more casters too to come. Like, in KC, as long as KC Smash Bros is streaming, like, you, me, and Alex. Always got mic time, dude.
Well, they've always got Sundays going on, like every week or every other week.
Oh, yeah, but they don't stream the Game Cats ones. Like, we had to stream that one.
Okay.
But, I mean, Noel's a super nice person. So, I mean, you know, we'll come back. You know, probably not for free, though, because Rhino got to take days off of work and whatnot. But, you know, that's another thing, too. We're super, like, flexible when it comes to payment for the most part. Like, we don't want people to think, like, man, we're charging an arm and a leg, like, tourney locator checks, but I mean, we at least want to be compensated for maybe gas, food, possibly. Like, I mean, people taking days off of work from this.
You give me food, that's enough for me.
Yeah, dude. Like, just give me a slice of pizza. Like, I'm like.
We're not asking for like a bed and breakfast meal. We're just talking like, oh, there's Burger King.
Yeah.
How about like a burger over there or something?
Right. I mean, if I could get like a date with Noel, I mean, that would be enough right there. That'd be enough right there, because wow, that's all I'm gonna say to that. Like. No, but shout out to Noel and gang. Shout out to the Kansas area in general. Like, when I first came into the community, I actually like looked at the Kansas area and was like, dude, who are you guys? You guys are like not a thing. And then like I met MJG and Ryan Tyne, and then I met King, I met Barry Freezer, I met Denz the Man, and was like, yo, y'all PR though might give ours a run for our money, if not beat us.
Freezer. That, like, immediately I think back to when I did the first Game Cats. Not the first one they had, but the first one I did. He did the Luigi taunt for a spike on me.
Oh, no. Turn the stream off.
Oh, God.
Catch you on regrab, or you just lost your invincibility?
No, it was a regrab. He just did the ledge trump, faked me out with, like, a offstage down air, just immediately went back to the edge of the stage and just – and I even saw it. I was like, no.
Wow. Well, I mean, you might be able to get your run back, though.
I would like to, because that was before I knew Zaire could actually grab the ledge.
Yeah, okay, no, I got you. Yeah, dude, I'd be down. I mean, I think – oh, you did. Bro.
Oh.
My overall
6 seconds.
My overall goal for Nebraska, and this is a common goal that a lot of people in the community share too, especially the ones that work very behind the scenes, is that we want to get like how Chicago is, like Illinois. What's up, bro? Illinois, Michigan, and Ohio are. Those are very – like 3 strong regions in the Midwest. Like, they have some of the best players in the Midwest. JJ, the GGA crew, Ryuga, Zanoto, just all those guys. I want to get like that with us, Iowa, and Kansas, because Iowa is actually a lot better than what people think. Like, JJ and Cinebu, like, those guys come there very frequently, like, because, you know, you look at We Live In, for us, that's a 5-hour drive, and for Chicago, that's about, what, a 3? It's about a 3-hour drive as well, too. So that's like the meeting ground from Omaha and Chicago for the most part. But I'd really like to see us get strong like that, like us go to each other's events more. I know Kansas runs customs at one tournament series. That's it. They got D.I. or Die and GameCats and all those other ones don't do customs.
Okay.
And then we got We Livin', the Iowa weeklies. Like, I want to see us get strong like that. You know?
Hypertension's growing because this next one coming up, there's South Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas confirmed that are coming. So, sadly, we might get our wish. Like,
yeah, dude.
a lot of people are going to come here. But it's good for everyone to get a bunch of friendlies in. Go ahead and challenge Money Match. That's the same weekend as Comic-Con.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I got tickets to see Stan Lee.
Dude,
so.
you know, I was going to buy tickets when you brought it up. I was like, dude, me and Brett, we're going to go together.
I'm going.
But I ended up started working. So, like, I had my whole spring and summer planned out around not working. Like, I was going to spend a lot of time in Chicago because of Combo Breaker, Smash and Splash, and the Smash 4 Summit, the Invitational. Like, I was going to stay in Chicago for all of that.
Okay.
But then I started working. I'm like, damn it, now I got to pick poisons.
I just want to, real quick right there. Nev just won a Money Match in the Diddy Ditto.
Yeah.
Should Nev have gone to Diddy